I'm doing it on my friend Sara, and I'm really nervous because we're really new friends.
So we're new friends and we've had drinks together and stuff like that, but outside of shows we've never hung out, so this is kind of scary for me.
It's a bond of music, really. It hasn't extended beyond that, so this is new territory.
It really is.
Anyway, she's really cool, and she's the first person I've ever met that really reminds me of me. We have the same sense of humor, the same tastes, same style. We both ride horses, both used to train horses, stuff like that. So I'm really excited to get to know her a little bit better, but I'm really nervous because I'm just prying into her life, and I almost feel like I shouldn't be there.
So this is my friend Sara.
Hello.
This is a whole new thing for me.
It's very interesting.
It is, because we don't typically call each other up and be like, hey, I'm doing this, let's hang out. That's not how it works. So we're new friends and we've had drinks together and stuff like that, but outside of shows we've never hung out, so this is kind of scary for me. Well, let's talk about something. I just found out yesterday that my friend Sara here has a medical thing.
As far as my medical condition, it's called aplastic anemia, and I've been diagnosed with it for 7 years, and it comes and it goes, unfortunately. And what aplastic anemia is a bone marrow disorder where my bone marrow does not produce enough blood. I am working on about half as much blood volume as you're at. And so to correct that, at this point I'm getting blood transfusions from donated blood about every 3 weeks. And this is actually the least intense that it's been.
She told me she used to have it every 3 days. It's really life or death. She can only right now go 3 weeks without having new blood put in her.
I've had 2 previous episodes where I got chemotherapy both times, and it cleared up. Well, not technically cleared up. It improved to the point where I was transfusion free. I wasn't dependent on anybody else's blood. I was making enough of my own. And then something happens to re-trigger it again, or your body just fails again. So this is the 3rd time. And I don't know if I'm going to get chemo again or what. I'm kind of holding off on that. It's not really that healthy. It's a big process, and it's pretty much just detrimental, because what it does when they give you the chemo is it knocks out your entire immune system in hopes that your bone marrow will be able to rebuild itself without your immune system attached.
The only cure is a bone marrow transplant, and her chances of surviving that are about 30%, which is really, really slim.
My body's actually adapted really, really well to low blood volume. At the volume that I currently work at, most people would be in bed, they wouldn't want to walk around, they wouldn't be working full time, and one of my blood counts, platelets, are down to probably about 10% of the normal of what it should be. And at that point, most people are comatose. I had a bad reaction. I got sick my senior year of high school, and I had Epstein-Barr virus, which is a different strain of mono, kissing disease. No, I didn't get it by kissing anybody. The girl was sitting next to me. She coughed on me. It was great. Her family feels real guilty, but it's kind of awkward for that. But it's no hard feelings. You're forced to find humor in everyday life situations.
Warm. It's not working. Not working at all.
Especially when you have a job such as mine.
Yeah, so what do you do exactly?
I work in pathology and autopsy at UCSD Medical Center, and I assist the supervisor and the director of 2 different departments, surgical and anatomical pathology, and then I do autopsies in my spare time.
She's a really cool chica, and
as far as she knows.
as far as I know. Well, you eat vegetables. I don't really eat a lot of vegetables.
I am the odd child. I would go around when I was like 4 years old. I had a family of 6. I have 3 older brothers, and they all hated lima beans. I love lima beans, and I really don't know why. Here I am, 4 years old, going around the table. They'd all be putting their lima beans on my plate, because your mom always makes the mixed vegetable medley that's kind of soggy and gross, but the lima beans always stayed kind of firm. That shouldn't worry you about lima beans. I'm not really sure why, but I like them. So I'm a vegetable girl.
That's cool.
I'm happy with just eating broccoli for dinner. I will steam broccoli and put a little bit of seasoning on that. Eat it all up. It's good.
Stir fries stir fry. I'm not a big bell pepper person, but like I can do the broccoli and the cauliflower and the carrots and cabbage, and I just got into like the peas, snow peas and green beans. I used to eat peas when I was little apparently. I have no recollection of eating peas when I was little, and I don't like eating peas now, so if I get it at my Chinese food, I always pick out the peas.
Not a big fan of like peas that have been shelled. I like the snow peas.
Snow peas are good.
Yeah. Or the sugar snap peas. Those are good to eat raw. Just shout out on those.
I like edamame.
That's good. Gotta be careful, don't want to eat too much soy though.
I know.
Little health plug in there for y'all people who don't know.
Yeah.
Soy is okay in moderation, but you gotta watch out for the hormones and.
So Sarah rides, and how long have you been riding for?
I've been riding since I was, let's see, when was the first time I rode a horse? I think I was 7 the first time I rode a horse. And I decided that it was totally for me. I went on a trail ride with my family, but it was a quote-unquote walking trail ride.
Oh.
But my horse didn't feel like moving at one point, and everybody kept on going without me. And they said, just kick really hard. Still wasn't working. So I wound up all the might that my 7-year-old legs could handle. And I walloped that horse pretty good. And it took off running. And it was fantastic, let me tell you. I was not screaming. When I pulled up to where everybody else was, my mom was freaked out, thinking that I was gonna be crying.
Yeah.
I was laughing hysterically. And I was like, do it again! And that was the day that I decided that I wanted to ride horses for the rest of my life. So I have a Mustang, not the car, real one. She's fantastic. She is a handful because she's not domesticated in any type of way, but that's the way I like her. Had to get one to match my personality. At least that's what my mother said. She said, congratulations, Sarah, you found a horse that is as big a pain in the butt as you are.
Nice.
I said, thanks, Mom, I know you love me.
My mom likes to buy me real live little baby Christmas trees about this big. I just got mine in the mail yesterday. Wasn't really that excited because I kind of want an actual full-size Christmas tree, but now I have to keep that one in my house. It's a sweet thought. It's a sweet thought. We're in the lovely North Park of San Diego. Might want to be a little bit careful sometimes around here, but she looks like she's enjoying herself, which is a good thing. That's all we care about, having fun. As long as you got a smile on your face, everything's good. I feel like I might run into something any moment, but it's good.
No, you're good actually.
Well, thank you. I'm pretty much keeping you in the frame. That's a good time.
Yay, good for you. Yeah, so we're doing the best we can.
Apparently I need a new job. I can do this.
Yeah, hey, how about that?
Sweet, no more dead people for me.
Hey, so I just got back from hanging out with Sarah. Actually, I got to spend last night with her too. We went to the beauty bar and actually ran into her there. We ended up dancing, she had a couple drinks. I had a drink. Yeah, it was great. I had a really good time and she's a really awesome person.
So you know what, you should live for those moments.
And I feel like we've become tighter friends and now I'm not afraid to call her and be like, hey, let's hang out. Now I'm not as apprehensive about it. Now I can be like, yo, my homegirl, let's hang out. Well, maybe not quite like that. So I didn't have that much time with her, but it was great what I had, and I really enjoyed spending my time with her. I feel like we've become better friends, and like I said, now I'm not scared to call her up and be like, hey girl, let's go hang out. It was a lot of fun. Thank you very much, and hugs from Sarah.
I am a walking miracle.
Yay,
As I have been told, yes. Very grateful. Grateful indeed. That is my one and only tattoo. I have a tattoo that says grateful. So I decided that after all I've been through, I still have a lot of joy in my life.